Monday morning. There is the phone number on the screen to reach the show. Also, all the ways to follow us on social media. Absolutely beautiful Monday morning. A little cool. I have to say, tomorrow morning, I may have a new background. I may have to go inside tomorrow morning for the show. All right. So, while the media is manufacturing stories, manufacturing a narrative, and trying to convince the American people of something that does not exist, I have to stop and I have to think: am I really going to say that corporate, deep state, corporate, corrupt media? They're trying to create a story that does not exist. That is so interesting to me, that we've let ourselves get here. And there's a high percentage of American people that fall for these stories. I guess it's out there. So they're determined to make up stories. Now, I don't get too much into, before we get rolling here this morning, I don't get too much into some foreign affairs, because I know now everybody. Let me just say this: where Syria is concerned, where Turkey, okay, and I'm going to move on because I want to talk about something else this Monday morning to get our day started. But where Syria, Turkey, and the Kurds are concerned, keep in mind the same networks that manufacture stories on a daily basis, the same network that upheld Hillary Clinton and Susan Rice and Barack Obama in Benghazi, the same network that made up the complete Russian hoax, the same network that found Michael Avenatti and Stormy Daniels. These same networks are the same networks that are trying to explain to you what's going on in Syria. So don't go for it, folks, please, okay? Now, this morning, I want to start a couple different ways. And it had, I don't want to start with the, first of all, let me get my pictures up here. I've got a picture. So it is Columbus Day. And where is my picture of Columbus? I had one somewhere here. I have it here somewhere. What number is that? It is Columbus Day in America, number 15. So put up number 15, please. And we all know today, on Columbus Day, let's go from 15. I'm sorry to jump around, Destiny, like this. I had some afterthought on some things when I was putting my picture numbers together. So let's go from 15 to 60 if you have that ready to go. All right. 15 to 60 there. Indigenous Peoples Day. So that's what you're going to hear. Now, this morning, Indigenous Columbus Day, they're wanting to strike it. Indigenous People Day, what was it? 1492, Columbus sailed the blue, right? Am I correct? I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there, right? I watched something the other day where they were out on the street asking people, when did Columbus, sail the blue? It was wow. Okay. And they probably have these fancy degrees hanging on their wall. Columbus Day, Indigenous People Day. Now, when CNN opened up, and I just want to say this, I want to get past it. All right. A lot of schools are actually, school systems and college and universities. Oh my God, our universities. They're striking Columbus Day and putting that in place. And I want to say this morning, I watch CNN when they open up at 4 a.m. in the morning. Can't miss CNN, right? And I have one here I want to show you. I thought I had it here. At 4 a.m. this morning, how CNN opened the network. All right, let's go to number, Destiny, put up 48, okay? And 48, when Dave Briggs of CNN opened October 14, 2019, he said, I think, Happy Columbus Day or Indigenous People Day, whichever you were celebrating. So They're all working together to change America. So let's go to, let's do this first. Let me just make a quick comment. We're going to talk a little deeper about this. Let's go to number 41. So the President of the United States, where is Hunter Biden, right? So we have this call that came out. We have a transcript from the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, between him and the Ukrainian President Zelensky, all right? And immediately, Giuliani, like, a rubber ball on a gym floor waiting to play dodgeball, is bouncing all over the place. He is everywhere, and he is blowing it up. He is talking about the Bidens. He is talking about Ukraine. He is talking about China. He is talking about Hunter. I mean, Giuliani blew this up. He did what he was supposed to do. Somebody asked me one day if Giuliani hurt the president or helped the president. Man, when you see Hunter Biden steps down from Chinese company board, why did he do that? I mean, this is the biggest admission of guilt, all right? And Giuliani put it out there. Rudy put it out there. And let me go to the other one here. And we'll get into this a little deeper. I just want some of the things we want to talk about. Okay. Give me number 36. Number 36. Biden pledges squeaky clean White House. Pledges squeaky clean. Says no family members will work in his administration if elected. Jared Kushner, Ivanka. Squeaky clean. So Joe and Hunter have come out with a complete admission of guilt due to Giuliani. And now all the networks this morning, the networks are going crazy with it. That's probably on Fox. I just don't watch Fox in the morning. Number 9. You got to see, Joe Biden sent a letter, right, to all the networks. Hey, stop with running the Ukraine, Hunter Biden, Joe Biden corruption narrative. Stop it now. Stop Rudy Giuliani. Remember, now think about this, folks. Biden's campaign, was it a week ago or 10 days ago? They sent letters to all the networks. Stop having Rudy Giuliani on your show. All of them. So they come out with a mission of guilt, but what happens? Number 9, all the networks. Giuliani is said to be under investigation for Ukraine work. Interesting. So, you don't believe the deep state's real? Giuliani under investigation? So let's go here because I want to do this for a reason. And we're going to get into some baseball. We're going to get into some college football. Yes, we are today. But reason I want to finish my opening statement with this is because I think all of you out there know how much I enjoy baseball. I love baseball. In fact, I stayed up to midnight last night. I watched 9 innings, full innings, 2-2 game. Verlander did pitch a nice game, but anyhow for the Astros and Yankees Astros 9 innings, and I said, you know what, somebody's gonna crack and pop one out of here. 10th, 11th inning, it did happen, and I went on to bed. So, but we have every time a professional team wins something, World Series, whether they win the Stanley Cup, whether they win the NBA championship finals, the Super Bowl, we always have our controversy. The media loves that. The media loves hyping up the controversy of which one of these athletes, these multimillionaires, okay, through capitalism in this country that's achieved, millionaire status is too good to go to the White House. They make a political statement. Number one, let me show you number one. This is the Louisiana team, and we'll talk about them in a minute. See these guys here? The Trump rally Saturday night. Now, how Donald J. Trump does this, I don't know. Minnesota Thursday night, Louisiana, which there's nothing on the networks this morning about the governor of Louisiana, and we'll get into election results there. How he could not make the 50% plus one vote to prevent a runoff, and he's in a runoff with a Republican there in Louisiana. We'll talk about that. But Trump goes to Minneapolis, Minnesota, Thursday night. Friday night, he goes to Louisiana. Okay. This is the champions of the Little League World Series. And I tell you what, I have Destiny, let me see which one it is. And I think I put a time on it. Okay. I think I put a time on it. I want to figure out which one it is. I think this might be it. I don't know. No, not yet. Hold on. Obviously it says video 1. Let's see if that's it. Let's play video 1 now. What was this day like? I mean, I understand you probably tuned in to hear impeachment. We will get into that. You probably tuned in to hear Syria. We'll get into that. That's the fake narrative. I want to talk about this president of the United States that no one is talking about out there, as far as I feel. This is the Little League champs ride Air Force One with President Trump. I've got it marked video 1. I'm pretty positive I've got it marked video 1. Play that video for us this morning, Destiny. What was that like? Did that not warm your heart this morning? I mean, I'm serious. I know at 8 o'clock this morning is probably many other things you want to see, but I'm telling you what, I mean, and they want to impeach this guy. For what? There's never an answer for what. They just yell it loud. Now let's go to video 2, Destiny. And I think I put a start time on this one. I think this one I have a start time on. Let's go to video 2. Okay.
But Japan always did great. But this year you have the world champions, Little League, from Louisiana. So congratulations to Will Endre, Gavin Berry, come on up here, kids, Jeffrey Curtis, Ryan Dara, Derek Dulat, Marshall Luke, Connor Perrott, Ryder Plancher, Egan Prather, Reese Rosell, Alton Shorts, Peyton Spadoni, and Stan Wiltz. Boy, I'll tell you what. I just said, does anybody want to say something? He said, no, no, no. But you and I know they don't choke. We know you don't choke. You don't know what the word choke means, right? Congratulations.
Thank you all for the support.
So where's this big picture, like 6'2" and 75? Come here, no, come on, come here. I want to represent this guy. Somebody's going to make a lot of money representing him who weighs 350 pounds and can't get out of his seat. You ready for the major league someday?
Yeah.
What do you throw at 72, 75? And did you do pretty well? He kept them pretty well shut out. They couldn't see the ball, right? And what did you win the last score? What was the score? 8-0, right? 8-0. So you didn't pitch a bad game, right? Thanks, fellas.
Thank you.
I don't think they want to leave. You go ahead. Go ahead right back there. Thank you, kids. Great job. Thank you, fellas. Champions. There's no choke. They don't choke, and we don't choke. We don't like chokers. With the help of everyone here tonight,
We don't choke. They don't choke. We don't like chokers. I don't know how you feel. I mean, while CNN is trying to figure out, okay, while CNN is trying to figure out boys and girls or gender or what somebody's pronoun is, and while CNN is having town halls to discuss transgender little boys, I'm telling you what. Now, we haven't forgotten. I'll tell you what, this is the way I wanted to open this morning. We're going to get to Biden and these low-life people in, but there's so much promise still in America, and this is why I wanted to do this. Now, the third video, I think I have it to start at 46 seconds. So if you get the video number 3, if we can go with that one, Destiny, I want to get that one.
Really doesn't get much bigger than the White House, does it? That team getting off the plane in Statesville, they had a very busy day in D.C. These players made history because they were the first Little League World Series softball champions to ever go to the White House. This morning, they toured the Capitol, meeting with several lawmakers. Then they went down Pennsylvania Avenue to the White House, where they got to go into the Oval Office and meet with the president. The team was invited to wear their uniforms for this historic and monumentous moment, and the players said that the president gave them encouraging advice and shook each of their hands.
It was really exciting. We got to shake hands and everything with him, and he asked us a lot of questions, and it was really neat meeting the person that you thought you'd never meet.
It was really cool to go to the White House and see the president and meet him, talk to him, and look all around, know a lot about our country.
Oh, it feels amazing having to actually have the experience of meeting the actual president and traveling with my team.
I also learned from the parents that a private plane company called Victory Air actually donated today's flight so the entire team could travel together to make sure everybody could attend the White House event today. And Allison, one of the team members, told me that the Oval Office is a lot bigger than it looks on TV. Back to you.
What an experience.
All right, number 13, Destiny. Great job on the videos there. I appreciate you very much. Great job of getting all those. We didn't forget. Yeah, folks, I'm just telling you, I did not want today. I wanted to start today. There is the Louisiana team. Let me see. I had articles up for them this morning to make sure I knew who I was highlighting. And hang tight, hang tight, hang tight. No, I don't want to. Just a second. Want to double. Have to get past Antifa articles I was reading earlier this morning. All right. Hold on. The president certainly got a vote of every member of Louisiana East Bank All-Stars. So the boys are the Louisiana East Bank All-Stars that got to ride back. He said, by the way, I happen to be going to Louisiana. You guys want to ride? And let's see if I have the other one up. I had a second one. Hold on just a second. I'd love to. Rowan, I think it's Rowan. Yeah, here it is. Championship girls Little League team from North Carolina asks and gets the White House invitation. They said, what about us? We want to go first ever, okay? So Rowan, North Carolina, the North Carolina softball team that won the Little League World Series went to the White House. So that's the way I wanted to start this morning. We will come back and get into, and the reason I wanted to start with that, it's something that is not being played anywhere around the internet. I mean, not the internet, the hashtag deep state corporate corrupt media. They're not playing this. Okay. And did you hear those young ladies, how excited they were? I mean, I forget the name, but I didn't hear any of them invoke the women's soccer championship, the purple-haired lady that didn't want to go to the White House, and she wanted to be an example for all young ladies. The President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, America loves you. These young people love you. And I tell you what, you just keep going, and that is real. And that's there's a difference. The media is creating these lies and making up these stories on our president of the United States. And that man right there in the Oval Office had a great day that you don't hear about with young people in this country. And I'm going to take a guess they're not trying to figure out which bathroom to go to in the course of the day at school. I'm your host, BKP. We're going to take a break, and we're going to get back to CNN. Why not? Because opiate crisis, are kids dying from all of these drugs, fentanyl, heroin, opiates, methamphetamines, vaping, all the above, but we must figure out how to protect some transgender bathrooms. Oh my God. Take a break. Good morning. We'll see you on the other side of these commercials.